yeah. One more time around. Everything's slowing down, can't control it. Say that you're for me. Right now I need loyalty. It's hard for me to trust you. I've been in before this, I've been through the troubles. It's hard to let you in, I've been giving you the runaround. I double on the dosage, I don't need emotion, no. Right now we young and we dumb and we lit. Been thinking that before when we was kids, yeah. I was caught up in the mission. Then we live for the moment, respond to a calling. It's bigger than all of us, right to the wheels. Give anything to feel something there. High if I fall, no I did it going all in. At the time of my life, right for the squad. No lights through the fog, but we made it, yeah. I'll be good by the morning. Feel like I'm falling.
Yo, what's up? Go Here and Marry Family. I am Mitch. I am your host. We are here with an update on last night's show. It was somewhat of a success, I would say myself. We got some new information. We're not gonna dig deeper into the Bishop's. Well, I'm not anyway. Gonna dig deeper into the Bishop's past or nothing like that. But it does look like it's some recent things that's going on between him and a certain blogger, and I believe he's a pastor himself, as you can see in the title. So we're gonna definitely look at some of these videos that our boy Dapper Dave has dropped for us tonight. I got my boy I Am in the building. What's good, my boy?
Family, what's happening?
How you doing, bro?
Man, say, bro, I'm hot, bro. Why is it? What time is it? 8 o'clock, bro. It's still sunny, and I'm sweating. I'm not even walking fast.
Yeah, it is hot, bro. It's hotter than normal.
Shit don't live when it's this hot, bro. I don't see no new birds. I'm saying I don't hear the birds chirping or nothing, bro.
Yeah. How you feeling about the show last night, bro?
Say, man, I feel good, man. I feel like it was a productive show.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was a productive show. I still got questions
on the thing, man.
Yeah, man, I got a lot of feedback, man. I got a lot of good feedback, man. Because I mean, I see just after today in general, all the feeds, the news feeds I've been looking at. I see that we not the only ones that think that, man. You know, looking at it. It's across the board, man.
Yeah, for real, bro. Because it's like, and I don't see nobody coming to the defense.
Yeah.
You know, I believe in my wholeheartedly if that was what's his name, PD Jakes or somebody like that, boy, you have hell on your hands. You have hell in your hands, man. 105. But yeah, so we're gonna check out some things. We're gonna check out some stuff today, bro, and we're gonna let everybody get time to come in here, man. If you coming in on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, man, hit that like button on the way in. Twitch, what's happening? My bad, y'all. I had some technical difficulties tonight. Still him. I'm gonna play us a video real quick, man, so we can till we get our shit together. Y'all bear with. This is man Brave Paper. You know, we like to get money. We like to celebrate people getting money, man. Yeah, check him out.
Bro, get money on the penny. Steady count up money on the hater. Got the F and N with the laser. And I'm sipping lean, no chaser. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Man, it ain't nothing but a little paper. Louis in the Gucci, she in his Taylor. Black motorcade with the mayor. Fuck your bitch, I ain't even tryna date her. They tell you cuisine, man, it's my favorite. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Man, it ain't nothing but a little paper. You ain't got nothing but a little night. I step a double G, you a Reebok. You shop till I drop off a re-rock. Man, my niggas pull up like these socks. F&N came with 3 stocks. I bought a hard nickname, John Stockton. Everything I do, nigga got a copy. Like a TV, the nigga got a watch. Man, it ain't nothing but a little paper. Man, I'm shitting on the toilet paper. The mob and I feel like the mayor. A nigga walked in sharper than a race. New house and it came with an acre. Man, it ain't nothing but a little paper. Went broke, still doing niggas favor. 6 grand like a nigga from Jamaica. He was still free, J Prince. Diamonds on my neck came out the rest. These little niggas soft, man, it dense. If it don't make dollars, don't make sense. Old niggas living in the past tense. Trump got like you to Jones. If a nigga better repent, I'ma drop a nut just to pay the rent. Get money on the daily. Steady counting up money on the hater. Got the F&N with the later. And I'm sipping lean, no chase. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Man, it ain't nothing but a little paper. Louis and the Gucci and his Taylor. Black motorcade like the mayor. Fuck your bitch, I ain't even tryna date her. They tell you, man, favor. Ain't nothing but a little paper. Ain't nothing but a little paper.
Maybe.
Ain't nothing but a little paper.
Where you at,
man,
bro?
ain't nothing but a little paper.
Huh? Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. Hey, that's about that boy Boss Man Bray. Y'all go check him out, man. Run it up for my dog, man. Let me get my boy Sam back up here. All right, bro. I had a clip, bro, that we wanted to play, but I guess we can start off with the blogger, because you know we was talking today about the emotions between these two men are very high, and I just don't see how two men can get to this point, bro. So I'm gonna play this clip real quick right here.
Yeah,
I had that
I
last
think I know which
child
one you're
about
talking about
19
too.
months now. Con, he took that man wife and had his way with her. Before that, the other stuff that he done did. But I ain't never heard these people taking people life, taking their money.
Yeah, boy. Let me see this.
But to trick some people. And they trusted him, should not have trusted him. There's one woman right now I'm thinking about. I remember when I received her paperwork from the case that she filed, which I'm gonna post all, I think it's 15 pages. I'm gonna post it so you can read her account of what she said he did to her. What she said he did to her. And if I'm not mistaken, this woman is up in age. And because she took her, what she called in the affidavit, her life savings, and gave it to this man. But he's on a real estate scam. When he allegedly, when he got that 20-year bid, and he done like 5 or 6 years, which I don't know how that happened, but I ain't researched that. It was about credit card fraud, identity theft, and I think maybe wire fraud. But he switched and flipped that hustle now as real estate. And it's a scam. Let me repeat. Scam, 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 scam. So when he jumped up into this live, turned, in my mind I'm saying, now should I right now? Because y'all know this is a business. Is it a ministry? Yeah, it's a ministry. Is it a business? Yeah, it's a business too. So I said, no, I'm going to make sure he manifests. So I said to him what I said before he came on. Because he really was going at Genesis really, really hard, but that's in keeping with some of the things that his first wife has said. So I said, okay. So he really got the heat for her. This is my platform. I'm the person that he really don't like. And see, this is another thing people did not know. We have about a year and some change history, if you want to call it that. And I already knew this. I didn't vibe with the dude. I'm sure he can feel it. I quit answering his phone calls and totally ghosted and disappeared. In fact, I think I may have blocked his number because I was tired of receiving these FaceTimes. I just didn't click with him.
Well, damn. How you feel about this, Sam? Your mic
Let
muted.
me park. I had to park for this one, guys.
What's
Um,
going on, big dog? Big,
What's good? What's good?
you doing all right, bro? Are you familiar with? Are you familiar with this situation, bro?
Yeah, I did a little. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I looked up. I looked it up, and I mean, what I saw was enough for me to know that there need to be some life changes made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
hmm
Most definitely,
I
bro.
mean, just off the cuff. I mean, like I know where I'm from, and you don't go nowhere with $1 million worth of jewelry without security.
Nah.
That's
Nah.
what we talking about, right?
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
You don't go
And
nowhere. Look, I got on a citizen watch that I got on clearance and a wedding ring, and I keep that thing on me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got $10,000 worth of jewelry, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Like I'm gonna have. I mean, that's the day and age. You know what? There's no new thing under the sun. Since we talking about people in church, right? There ain't nothing
mhm.
new
Yeah.
under the sun. Cats been getting got ever since the days of Robin Hood.
Yep. Yep.
Hawk, who goes there? Hey, it's us. Give us thy bounty. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
that's been
Yep.
happening for years. Like you
It's
don't,
the pirate
and then
days.
and then right. Why you got $1 million worth of jewelry at church?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the bigger question,
Yeah.
right? That's the bigger question. Why you got $1 million worth of jewelry at your church?
Yeah. It don't make a lot of sense, bro. And then nobody else got robbed that I know of.
Yeah.
Nobody else lost
That's the,
anything.
that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing I got a problem with. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. That's one of the bigger questions. Family, like you don't even hear anybody. We've all been to church. Hands down
Right.
Mm-hmm.
has been one of the most quiet church. It's like it just seemed like a scene. Like he set everything up, Rob. Just everything was just too convenient. Church members too
Yeah.
quiet. You got brother, you got brother Douglas sitting there in the chair with the Bible, just chilling with his hands crossed. I mean, he didn't even look scared.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But you know what? At the same time, these pastors these days, a lot of times they be doing some off the wall stuff. Y'all seen the video of the guy flying in and they lowering him in on the line? You know what I'm talking? Have you
Nah.
seen that video? Yeah, yeah. They lower him and he coming from like 3 stories up in the air, bro, like
Yeah,
a
WWE fan.
WWE. And they like lowering him and he's like talking about the second coming and everything. It's like that's a little bit much, you know what I'm saying? So maybe they thought it was an act. Maybe they thought it was a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit is crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's just like I and I got past that, bro. I got past that, bro. It was the fact that he was so emotional about little small things when he came on Larry Reed Live. He was so emotional about the small things as like what your backdrop looked like. They was laughing at that. People can laugh at you when if the fuck they want to, bro. I don't give a fuck who you are,
Right.
bro. Like you know what I'm saying. And so we started talking as a team, like, damn, bro, it's some built up animosity, bro. Then we wake up today, this man Larry Reed done dropped these little. I got 2 more videos from him, bro, dropping a few more jewels about allegedly the bishop's family, talking about him having some protected community activities, while he was in jail.
Yeah,
You know,
I saw that.
so it's like, ooh, bro,
I didn't
it's
see that.
getting.
What happened?
He said
You don't want to talk about
no,
it?
fuck it. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna just play it, bro. I'm gonna let Larry Reed tell you because he the one that did the research.
Okay.
But your family now, your family be knowing. Put in there, everybody read that. And even down to your prison number and what went on in there between you and a gay man in prison. Yeah, all of that. Who wanted the one? Denise, that one of them that pieces of real property in her name. Yeah, I'm gonna put all that over there so you be clear. All of this now in my head, and I'm sitting there looking at you act the fool and call me names and call Genesis. who I love call her names.
So, like in the words of Dapper Dave, we talking about Bishop Lamar and Larry Reed. Yeah, it ain't going away no time soon. Like my boy Dapper Dave said.
No, not these days. Not these days. It'll linger around forever.
Mm-hmm.
It should,
Yeah.
man. It
Yeah,
should.
you shouldn't have. This man got 1.5 million followers, bro. And then I can't do work with the video for whatever reason. I'm gonna try to get it before we get off here though. But he was basically saying, he got to the point I was asking Dapper Davis, he was listening to it earlier, and I was like, damn, bro, did he ever at any point apologize for anything? You know what I'm saying? And Dapper Davis was like, no, but at that point he started apologizing to the protected community. You know what I'm saying? But then he turned around and still flipped it back to I'm the victim. I'm the one that y'all should be doing, doing for and trying to help out, not persecute me. Like, bro, you brought that shit on yourself, bro. You need to be chasing.
Yeah.
Damn,
Harvey said it was like a storage unit. God damn.
Yeah. See if you can find that image. Say, Missy, see if you can find that image. I'm curious to see what the church
outside
is like.
the temporary location. They say he building a state of the art facility, so I can't rat him on that.
I mean, who wouldn't mind 1. You know what? I can't say I want 1.5 million followers. Like I need to be able to not be followed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you got these people that really believe in this dude, bro.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And they sending their hard-earned funds and they donating stuff, bro. Like you can't be out here being like that, bro.
Why this boy riding around in Maybachs and Bentleys and G-Wagons? What do you have on the other night? What else?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play this part. Right? Because right now we all agree. But I'm gonna say this, right? Any one of us right now, I mean, it's already pretty much in stone. I'm gonna win the 1.02 billion that's going off in the lotto. That's mine. So y'all hang that up if you had hopes of it. Just go ahead and let it go. But the other thing is, man, throw them tickets away, because they not winners.
I'm gonna get some out of there, nigga. I'm gonna get 200,000-300,000 of your money, nigga. I ain't tripping on that. You can have a big bop. Just give me about 200,000-300,000.
That's fine. But check this out. Like real talk. Like if you had the money that this guy has, clearly that he has, right? In my business, right? I feel you. In Facebook jail. Look, check this out. If you had the money that he had, though, like what would you be driving? Would you be driving a Honda Civic 1988 manual? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a man of the cloth either.
So
that's
why I'm not somebody that's saying when you look at me, you should see God. God does not want to be represented that way.
But the Bible also says that all the wealth of the wicked is laid up for his people, right? Yeah. I mean, a cattle on 1,000 hills. That sounds like money to me right now. We can't even.
I think he was talking about characters like him when he said that. I think that's what he was talking about.
I know that when we talk about preachers and we talk about churches and the amount of money that goes to the church, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I know that is a really sensitive topic for a lot of people, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, if they need somebody to come in and lay carpet, they gotta pay somebody, right? If they need somebody to come in,
bro. Okay. I understand all of that, bro.
Right.
The church got bills, bro. I understand that, bro.
Right, church got bills now. I mean, as the preacher, right? He's. I'm not defending anything that happened. I'm just talking.
Yeah, you
from
a
different perspective, right?
Very open-minded.
Right. So in the event that this guy started this organization, right? The organization starts bringing in funds. Like, what is he supposed to do? Put all the funds in a bank account and live like a peasant, or like he's just supposed to put that money up and not benefit from his vision.
I don't know where you at, bro. But we in Dallas, so we you might go out. Say for instance, it's a restaurant downtown. It's pretty exquisite. They got valet. It's called Yardbird.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Boom. Okay, Yardbird, a very nice place, bro. You can valet park. You can get there. You can get in and out in your Bentley truck, Range Rover, whatever the fuck it is. Go in there, eat your dinner. Nobody know who you are or what you're doing. I see it all
My
the time.
my type of
You know what I'm
spot.
saying? So when you when you got it, you don't have to flaunt it. He doing it like the rappers, bro. You know,
Yeah, bro.
you following the crowd, bro. You following the heathens.
I
You
I
living like the
understand that.
heathens.
I understand that, and it makes it hard for people that are unchurched, right, to be able to discern what's the difference and see any difference in lifestyle. I totally
Well, I'm
understand. You know
sorry,
what I'm
y'all,
saying?
that y'all are unchurched. I pray that the spat get removed from your eyes, and you
You
can
said what?
see the spat get removed from their. Either you use a spat and remove that shit from their eyes.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So they can see clearly
that boy said the
what's the
stat.
fuck is going on. Yeah, let's go.
Right.
But it's a difference between
No.
living good and being greedy and frivolous. There you go, El.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I get it. Hey. I'm
Mhm.
not. I'm
Now I
not.
know we know
I'm
you
not
were just
on
playing
one
the
side
devil's
or the other.
advocate.
Right. That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing. That's what I'm
yeah.
doing because I'm gonna be honest. I'm not God. And if I start an organization and it happened to make 50 million, hey man, y'all gonna have to see me at the gate and,
So what
and
kind
get
of
security
organization is it?
clearance.
Is it going to be because is it going to be an organization that helps people, or just an organization that you made for profit, or what? This is the. I'm gonna blow my screen up real quick so y'all can see.
Okay.
You see it? That's the back of it. Harvey said it looked like it looked
Is
like a
that a
store.
slide you doing right there?
No, but to their credit, in New York, all the little
They
shops
don't
got the
like that
roll
stuff.
down doors, the security doors.
Okay.
So that door was probably rolled down.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that door was probably rolled down. Hey,
Well,
hey,
now
hey.
I get what you're saying. Like there should be a point of, and I was having this conversation today as I was telling somebody I was gonna win this. You know what I'm saying? This money, right? Just to be honest, I'm not gonna get a 20-room mansion. I'm not.
Mm, mm,
I'm not buying a 20-room mansion. I'm not spending 300,000 on the car. I might spend 299.99, but
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
right. I'm
Okay.
not. But I mean, there's a point where you right. It is just over the top. It's way too much. It's way
Mm-hmm.
too much for really for anybody. I
You
mean,
know who
even
he give
cats
me
like
vibes of, bro? He give me vibes of Floyd Mayweather with his money. Like
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather is a person that I remember watching him a couple. I respect Floyd, man. Much love to Floyd, but respect to Floyd. But it's like, bro, I remember during quarantine. It didn't really affect me because I'm a truck driver. I worked every day during quarantine. I never missed a beat. So, but it affected a lot of people, bro. It seemed like that was the times that he was really flaunting and stunting his money, bro. And it was making me physically sick to my stomach to see it, bro. Like, so that's the vibes I get. You know what I'm saying? And she said, "And Floyd Mayweather's a heathen." Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Let me get you
man.
down.
Go ahead.
That was good, baby.
What's good?
Uh, well, we'll get him when he come back on the screen. Go ahead, bro.
No, but I look. I understand it. I wouldn't spend that much money, but I would be spending some money. And you know what? In this day and age, it's like regardless of what you do, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
people gonna look at you and they're gonna pick apart whatever it is that you do. Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, you should have did this. Well, I did that. Well, then
Mm-hmm.
you should have did that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
um, and
I
I,
would. I
I,
don't have a problem with any of his positions because my daddy was the pastor that was very successful in business. He had everything you could have and in abundance, but I don't know how he would have acted with social media, bro. I don't know.
so
My
you
dad
said
was an old man though.
you're a musician.
Huh?
You're a
You said,
musician.
nah, I'm not a musician. Hell no, I
Okay,
didn't.
okay.
Nah,
You didn't
I
pick
ain't
up
no musician.
nothing.
Nah, I
All
picked
right.
up, like a music period, just a love of
Right,
music. I'm like an engineer. I do
right, right,
music
right.
engineering, but yeah, I don't fuck around with nothing. I can get your sound right in your church though,
Hey, that's
or your
somebody
club
got
or
to keep
whatever
the
it
mic
is.
from screaming. Right,
Yeah, whatever it may be, I can help it.
right.
But yeah, shit. I know that I don't have a problem with any of the positions. I have a problem with the way you present your positions to a
Bro,
bunch of people that's broke and hungry and starving and shit. That's why you got robbed in the first place. Let's say that. That's why niggas get robbed because niggas look at you and say, "I don't think he deserved that shit." And that's what I
Right.
used. That was part of my thinking when I was jacking, bro. I used to be like, man, this all that nigga, bro. You don't deserve that shine.
Most
You
devs
know what I'm
say
saying?
got.
Yeah,
This is how you get got, right?
yeah, for real,
In
man.
Facebook jail. Yeah, I was about to say something about that because, like, when you see these cats, like, I'm around people with money all the time. Now, not like billionaires. I mean, and half the time you wouldn't be able to tell a lot of who those people are anyway. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
around people with money all the time, and they look. You would look right past them. You would never even see them. And
Mm-hmm.
these people is they bills is $80,000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They
yeah,
bills is
yeah,
high.
yeah.
You know, but you can't look at them and be like, oh, that person has money. Now you roll up on their house and it's like, okay, yeah, they doing all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not walking around with, you know, $1 million worth of jewelry.
Yeah, $400,000 worth of jewelry, family. I can't take you serious, bro. I
Speaking of
can't
can't
take you
take you
serious.
serious, how you doing, Miss Mira? I can't take you serious. I cannot take you. Why would you
Mirror.
bring that up? Why would you bring that up? I knew something. I was trying to live through that mirror and forget that, man. I had a terrible experience last night, man. Yeah, nah, Mirror. I really think that you wish you would have had that experience. That's
I
what I
know,
think,
right?
Miss Mirror.
I think
Yeah,
she asked for a screenshot.
it was all in her voice. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't
Yeah.
do it. I had to hurry up and get man out of there, bro. A man came in the backstage, bro, pleasing himself last night, bro.
Oh
I
no.
say, bro.
I had to put the top back on my water. It just wasn't
God
for a
dang, bro.
lot.
I want to scratch my eyelids, bro. Like that's not something you want to see, bro.
That's
Yeah.
that's throw. That's throw.
Most definitely. It's definitely a form of jealousy in it. You know, I
Oh
just
yeah.
told you that my thinking was shit. I
I
don't
think.
think he deserved
I
it.
mean, let's
You know
say
what I'm
let's
saying?
say.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
hmm
Yeah.
Let's say that he did get actually robbed. You know, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. You know, like last night. Let's say the guy did get robbed. It's like I could see a certain level of tension being directed
hmm
towards him, or disposition from a lot of individuals who are getting out the mud, or like me myself. I watched a lot of my aunties, my aunties and my grandmother. They go in and spend their, give their very last, give the very last based on this word.
hmm
You see them in these mega churches giving their very last, mesmerized, hypnotized by this, by this man of the clout or the belief, and then you walk out, catch the bus, or you ride with family member, you carpool and whatever cases because you can't afford to pay rent or a car payment when the pastor pulls out like him,
hmm
where you walking out with probably a $3,000 jacket that he had the Louis jacket on the
I think it
last
might
time they
be a
did.
little bit of shit. I think it's more than $3,000.
I'm
For
lowballing. I'm
yeah,
lowballing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like
I don't think you're gonna get that no
I
less
can
than
see you being
five.
looked at. Yeah, I can see you being looked at as a target. There's
Yeah.
no doubts about it.
Well, you
But
looking like a steak dinner to
I
a
don't feel like
starving
that's the
man.
case though. Yeah, I don't feel like that's the case. I don't feel like that
Yeah, because I
he
really
was just
believe like yeah, he got that street credit. Let's not
yeah,
forget. He got that street
yeah.
credit, bro. I think that's where his real meat street, you know,
I mean, bro,
with him.
this thing, man. He showed his care. He already showed his hand when he went off on O Buddy. He already showed his
Mhm,
hand. Now just imagine him out, I guess you could say, in the quote unquote streets, and somebody steps him sideways. I don't see him turn the other cheek because he couldn't turn the other cheek when he started receiving those tough questions. These just questions,
mhm.
dude.
Yep.
They're just questions for understanding.
So
People want to feel. I would like to feel sorry for the guy. This shit just don't make sense though.
right. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I would like to say because we talked about the aspect of like you said, your father as a pastor or was a pastor, and he was good in business, right? Well, like as leaders, as pastors, as business owners, or whatever, one thing that I've learned over the years and that I understand more and from business and personal is that when you're the leader, most of the times, like you're the last one to eat.
If you're a good leader.
Right, right. If you're
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
leader, you're the last one to eat. You're the last one to take a check. I mean, I watch. This is why I watch this on a daily basis and just take
Mm-hmm.
notes. Right, like you're the last one to take a check. Everybody else is fed. Everything else is taken care of. And then you say, okay, well, here's the profit. I'm gonna take some. Now we got a couple of issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's that much profit that your meal, right, is what that is, and you're just able to walk around with it frivolously, you know what I'm saying? Like that is something that maybe should, you know, be under consideration of evaluating. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, then
I
like I
mean,
said, bro, it's a lot of good things you could do. It's a lot of good things you could do, with money. And of course, everything from this man screams manipulator for me looking at him the last few days. He knows how to manipulate the situation and change himself to the victim, even
right.
though it's clear that he's
And
the
what?
wolf.
And think about it. What's the better cover story? He couldn't have picked the better cover story. Like I'm a minister. There's no way I'll be involved in any type of criminal activities. You know, and then, I mean, you look at the first initial post. That was kind of angle. I'm not gonna say everybody. Quite a
So
few
you
of the
saying
first.
it's Pastor Juicy? Pastor Juicy
Oh
Smollett.
man. Well, it's a strong chance since we didn't see him actually get robbed. We saw a half a second of somebody holding a gun, but I find it like we spoke about last night. They come in, you already see them ready. They come in, they go straight to you, and you tell the police about them patting on your neck for the rest of your chains. Then I look at your Instagram or whatever it was we looked at yesterday. It's just like, dog, bro, I'm not going. I'm not going to go off on that tangent. I'm not going to go off there on that tangent about the social media aspect of it. I'm just going to speak about the fact that like it's a strong chance that you did get robbed, and that if you do actually own $400,000 worth of jewelry, it's probably at the house right now. Because we don't know the suspects. You know what I'm saying?
I
Who
was
we
at,
gotta know?
It's like having your storage broken into, right? Let's say you got a storage, you got a store, you to move,
I
you got
agree. Yeah.
a store, and you come back your storage. What you gonna tell the insurance? Man, I had an 80-inch TV, I had two PS5s. You know what I'm saying? Man,
Two
I had this
Dracos.
projector, 4K.
They $2,000 a
Yeah,
piece right now.
right.
yeah, man. I had some 24s from back from 2011. I've been sitting in, I've been just kind of sitting on trying to sell them. Yeah, man. I
Triple
had about I had
gold.
about
Triple
seven,
gold.
I had about 7, 8 thousand. Yeah, I had about $7, 8 thousand worth of shit taken out of there. Nigga had just a box full of drawers and shit.
My mama's
Atlanta.
priceless,
Hey y'all,
passed
What?
down from generation to
Yeah,
generation.
they
Yeah,
wanted to play
yeah.
that
It's a
clip from
strong
last night.
family, bro. It's a strong chance this dude. If, like I say, if if they never catch the suspects, it's a strong chance this dude actually still has that jury, but he can still claim he can still make an insurance
Hmm.
claim on
Look, check this out,
it.
y'all.
And
They sent me the
the come
video
on.
from last. They sent me the video from last night. My reaction when that dude did what he did, bro. Everything was just smooth. Let me explain it to y'all, bro. I had the panel. Everybody I talked to was like, bro, we didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
I
So
was
I
like,
can see everybody just in the studio, bro. And when you backstage, you can't see
from
everybody.
Empire.
This is right here.
Actor from
He was having a
Empire.
good old time, boy.
The Jason
Dude
Smollett.
that tried
Jesse
to act
Smollett,
like he
bro. I
got
thought about
attacked.
that
Yeah,
earlier.
The dude that tried to act like he got attacked because he was gay.
Yep, Jesse
exactly.
Smollett.
No
Same
different.
exact thing. Salute, Harvey. What's
Exact
going on,
same.
my boy? You looking
My
fresh,
brother, salute, man. Welcome
never
to the
fresh
panel,
and
brother.
never
Appreciate it.
now.
I just left the networking event. I'm at
What the fuck
I'm
is
at
this
me
nigga?
casinos.
This gay ass nigga in here jacking off, bro.
What the
Nigga, get your
bro,
bitch ass out of here, gay ass nigga. Bro, that shit is
what?
crazy, bro.
What the hell?
wow.
Nigga, get your bitch ass I out of here,
Oh,
gay
man.
ass nigga. Hell nah, bro. Dude, traumatized me, bro. That's some shit that you don't
Wow.
never want to see, bro. If you don't want to see it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but Mirror, Mirror, I didn't forget this goddamn comment. She said it's been a while. Okay, and she finally admitted
Oh
because I could hear it in
man,
your voice last night. She's like, oh my gosh. Mary wanted her something. She wanted a piece of that, boy.
Yeah, she was like,
she talking about so funny. Yeah, it's so funny, all right, but it's true. Yeah. Man. This whole deal right here was about, huh?
Didn't old boy hop in the chat right afterwards and was like, weirdos, like,
he's like, if you don't want weirdos, what you doing on Twitch?
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about us no more, bro.
You gonna get mad at me because I don't want to look at your motherfucking pasty ass. Period, nigga. Fuck. I don't even want to say the word. I don't want to speak about it. I don't even want to even imagine it, bro. How you gonna get mad though? Oh, come on, Miss Mads. Oh man, Mirror.
I actually had a experience like that, like about 3 weeks, a month ago. I was parked at my office, and I got a truck, and I got the super dark tint on there, and these cats, they come out and they getting some metal that's on the side of the road that like people dump right there. They put the metal, they collect the scrap metal, whatever. And one of the guys, he hops around the dumpster and he whip it out, he start peeing. And I know he can't see me, you know what I'm saying? Well, my truck is running, but I know he can't see me. And I'm like, this son is gonna pull it out right here. We got cameras and stuff up. And man, so one of my coworkers, he was sleeping in the truck. I was like, hey, boy, look at that. I woke him up. I said, man, look at that over there. He woke up. He was mad. He was like, nigga, you woke me up and show me that. And man, I swear to God, hey, that nigga shook that son down like he was about to pop the top off of him. I said, wow, that's crazy. That's great. And look, then when he got done, I got out of the truck. Yeah. I got out of the truck, and he was like, yeah, I saw you. I did.
That's terrible, bro. I hope he felt like a idiot.
Yeah,
hey, Miss Mary, how you doing, Miss Mary? She came in the door blushing, thinking about that shit, boy.
Yeah, she out, boy, red.
Pink. I just came on to tell all of you I don't need to be watching no one play with nothing. Thank you very much. I've got too much class for that shit. No, thank you.
Listen,
oh, so you don't have no class if you watch somebody?
I don't want to.
I'm saying
it's okay,
Mira. I know. Yes.
It's okay. This is a judge-free zone. You know, this is a safe place.
Yeah.
This is a safe place.
We're family.
It's not.
We're family. We ain't gonna tell nobody else. We ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Sam? Really?
Hey, it won't leave. It won't leave this live. So all the other 100 people, we not gonna tell nobody else.
Hold up. Miss Moss, you and I are meant to be sticking together. What the fuck? For real.
Oh, Edwin, she said, who wants to watch that? Come on now.
Bro, wait a minute.
No one wants to watch that.
What did Twitch about to say, man?
Oh, he was asking about the camera. I use my Mac computer.
Bro, is my yo.
Oh, his went up. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, baby? She said she got your bag. I guess Dapper Dave done took off today, y'all. Oh, they go back. Sam, big.
Knock my damn phone down. Is my camera bad, bro?
It's the lighting, I think.
I'll be saying, man.
Right,
Yeah,
look.
So I can get I'm like a creative player.
Get out.
So listen, y'all. Okay, so typically, I'm gonna just give y'all a scenario. Typically, if you got a straight man and then you have a man from the protected community, you know, normally
what community is that?
The LGBT.
Okay.
Plus,
bro, I'll be making them say all the letters too, bro. It's like 20 of them, bro. I'll make them say it too, bro.
I gotta get it right. If I got it wrong, I hope y'all.
Wait a minute. Did you say a black man, or did you say
a straight man? A straight man.
Okay,
straight man.
So you're saying man. So what you're saying is straight men are not protected?
No.
Okay. No. I'm just clarifying.
No, hell no. We out here, boy. We out here.
Toughen it out.
We out here, boy. Especially if it's unwanted, just like when I get it unwanted. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess so, Miss Eb. I mean, but I just felt in my spirit that Mira probably would have shot through the roof if she'd have been producing the show.
Just stop putting me in the middle of that. Listen, remember, Mitch, I want you to remember one thing, okay? When you go to backstage, they say the host is watching only. So that's you. So whoever did it wasn't for me. That shit was for your eyes and your eyes.
He don't know who that. I guess
I concur.
You got a point. You got a point, Miss Mira. You got a point. But I had to let him know that I didn't like that.
Man, Mira
You
say
never
she's
know, it
not
might
going
come
down
back.
by herself.
It might come back, but just for you later on. You never know.
No, I blocked his ass. He gonna have to make a whole nother account.
Miss Matt said, "Do you think the so you guys think he had a gun in his possession when he went to pursue the robbers?"
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he even ran after their ass.
I mean, because I think if you got that kind of heart to chase them, you got heart when they come in your shit. Yeah,
I'd have been dumb. Like, you shot him in the back. Like you should have let him go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no. He shouldn't have brought his ass.
Come on now, Miss Eb. You can't do me like that, Miss Eb. He didn't know. He thought he was gonna get the shine and get on camera and show Mirror. That's what he thought. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Stop putting me on your penis journey,
okay? Hey, Mirror.
Yeah.
This is a safe place.
I know.
It's okay.
You gotta tell Mitch that, because clearly he feels violated when.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel very, very, very violated.
Man, I'm not gonna ever forget that. Get your bitch ass out of here, bro.
Hey, you know what, bro? I temporarily lost control, bro, because it's like I was like, damn, you want to touch him, but you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to touch him?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I mean. I want up with that dude, man. I want to put these hands on his ass because it's like I did not want to see that, bro. And it's like you cannot unsee that shit.
So you was mad because you couldn't touch him? I'm just. You said I didn't. I'm just trying
to. I set myself up.
Interpretate. I'm just trying to interpret.
Let me rephrase myself. I wanted to fight him in that moment. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to fight.
He got a 5 square look
on the shoulders. Yeah, y'all making me want 5 square with this shit. Yeah. I wanted to fight his ass, bro. And so I knew it was no chance until so you got all this built up rage and it's like nothing you can do about it.
Mitch, just to clarify, did you want to wrestle him or did you want to fight?
Oh, Mirror. Oh my God.
Just asking.
I wanted to keep a distance and jab his ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to have no physical contact with him. Like that.
I don't think it's no saving it. I don't think you can save it.
Nah, bro, you can't. Yeah, I don't think. Bro, I'm on your side, fam. I'm just. Let's not make more mistakes like that, bro.
She told me to run that clip back. I got you, Mish. I got some more clips for y'all too, man. We finna change the motherfucking subject, though. I know that. Y'all about to get the book up off me, though.
Sure. Let's do that.
You said they were gonna pull out of you?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Hey, I'm about to dapper day this nigga, man. We got this thing called timeout where we kick a nigga clean out this bitch.
You may need to stop talking for it. Just
you got a bag. You got a bag next to you, big fella.
A bag? Y'all finna dump me?
We finna pack your ass or not? Just fucking with you. He said he need to click the remote.
I got a suitcase right here.
Okay. Nah, I'll just fucking with you, big dog. Let me find this file.
It's okay,
again,
bro.
Man. Oh man, y'all got me today, man. That's fucked up, bro. I thought y'all loved me. Mirror, you cold blooded.
Listen, you tried to.
She spit me.
Yeah, you tried to get it on me, but realistically, it weren't even gonna go down like that. You should have known better.
Mirror for the W.
Empire.
It's okay.
Jesse Smollett, bro. I thought about that earlier.
The dude that tried to act like he got attacked because he was gay.
Yep, Jesse Smollett.
No different.
Salute, Harvey. What's going on, my boy? You looking fresh?
My brother, salute, man.
Never fresh and never now.
I just left the networking event. I'm at a
What the fuck?
I'm at Meat Casinos.
Just like you talking to him.
What the hell?
Nigga, get your bitch ass out of here, gay ass nigga.
God damn. Why you so angry?
Damn, bro.
Who that nigga?
And I didn't mean nothing to the LGBTQ plus
The
I.
dude that
The
tried
Jesse
to act
Smollett,
like he
bro. I
got
thought about
attacked.
that
I
earlier.
mean,
Jesse
the dude
I
that
just
tried to
Smollett.
don't
act like
want
he
that
got
type of
attacked
stuff brought to
because he
me.
was
So
gay.
far.
Yep, Jesse
Exactly.
Smollett.
Just
No
Same to that
different.
man. Salute, Harper. What's
Exact
going on,
same.
my boy? You looking fresh
My
and
brother, salute, man. Welcome
very
to the
fresh
panel,
and
brother.
devil
Appreciate it.
now.
I just left the networking event. I'm at a
What the fuck?
I'm at
is
me
this nigga? I had to jump
Casinos.
back from the
This gay ass
screen.
nigga here jacking off, bro.
What the hell?
Nigga, get your bitch ass out of here, gay ass nigga. Boy, hey, I had to jump back from the screen. Boy, that man was killing that motherfucker, boy. God damn, boy,
Mitch is
hey,
like,
motherfucker.
It's the way you drug that X.
And you say, get your bitch ass out of here.
Damn, bro, that shit was crazy, bro.
Nah,
I was like,
I know you would have hit him though for real if you was
yeah,
Just say, fam,
yeah.
you snatched it.
He wouldn't have been
Your
in the mood
earphone
no
would have
more.
snatched off.
on
Yeah,
a positive note, you know, at least we reaching people. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I don't want to say reaching out and touching people, but
You got the pimp.
yeah, you know I'm gonna jump in, bro.
I don't know which way you're trying to reach people, Sam, but you know.
Switch
Yeah,
alert say you're gonna need a jump in a minute. That nigga say you're gonna need AAA to come out there. Holla at you.
bro. First of all, my trip. You know what? Let me go in my house. I ain't got to take this shit.
I got y'all backstage. I don't want to bring too many people up at one time. I got y'all. What's going on with the pimp?
Hey man, I'm trying to watch my show, baby. That shit just came out, man. Right now, the time is on right now. It just came out 9 o'clock. Understand me?
Hey man, y'all go check that goddamn Survival of the Simp out, man. He debuted on the show today. Oh yeah, you definitely goddamn right, Miss Ed. My whole demeanor changed. Oh yeah, Miss Mattis. I don't know how everybody thought of Harvey. You know I would never talk to you like that, boy. You my bro. I
But
don't know
bro,
how y'all thought I was talking
dead
to
on
Harvey,
time,
bro.
bro, because it was like lined up perfect. You seen the clip?
Oh, Harvey said he understood what was going on. Cause I was like, nigga, what the fuck is this, bro? You know, because
Bro.
it was like the screen was cut in half, so boy, that shit was
Right, I'm
traumatized.
gonna say goodnight, Mitch. You guys can let other people in, and I'll see you guys later.
Salute.
Leave my name out of your mouth in
Trust
regards
me,
to
trust
this.
me. I don't want no
Say,
smoke. I
I'm
learned my
only
lesson.
say every subject moving forward. As soon as you disconnect, every subject, I'm gonna find a way.
Well, your beef is with Sam, not me, Mira. I don't want no smoke.
I don't want to fight.
Sam, listen.
I don't want to fight.
Okay.
I don't want to fight. I'm sorry. I'm on your
All right,
side.
Mira. You have a good night.
You too.
Yeah, have a good
See you
one.
guys later.
All right.
Good night.
Pimp, what's happening?
Yeah, let me get that back on there. Y'all go to
Pimp say you show little spiffy today, brother.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy.
That boy
Casket
is
clean.
spiffy. Boy, I ain't living life right. Are them color lights in the back? Is that red and green?
Oh, Pimp, you know he got everything over there.
You got it all going.
Understand me?
What's going on, Pimp?
Hey man, I'm watching my show, man. That's what's going on.
Okay.
Man, how you feel about this situation, man? We've been covering the last couple of days, man. You see, it's a hot topic, bro. It's doing numbers.
Talking about the pastor with the bullshit.
Yeah, man.
That's the one way to put it.
That's the best way to put it.
I really, bro. Yeah, I've really been waiting to hear what you got to say, bro.
Man, it's just another Tim situation, man. He needs to subscribe. That's what needs to happen. Man, basically, man, you gotta have some. You can tell a dude ain't moving with integrity, man. That's too easy to figure out. The energy he's telling on himself, pretty much. I don't know what his end game is. Like, if he just go do some fraud or whatever, cool. If he got a history of scamming or whatever, cool. But don't put the Lord in your bullshit, man. Leave the Lord out of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I'm
my
right there.
thing
I'm
about.
right there with you,
I don't really, people gonna do what they gonna do. Don't try to cover your bullshit and sprinkle a little Jesus on top of it, and like, oh, it's all good.
Mm-hmm. But that's all what he's doing, bro. And he's shaming folks for even attempting to call him out. We got Cam Big Boy in the building, Devin. What's up with it, fellas?
All right.
Y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all give me y'all input of this. Oh, well, he didn't walk off him. One of y'all.
I'm here.
My bad.
I was
Bro.
over here eating the food. My fault.
You doing all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got an echo somewhere. Let me see. All right, there you go. I got you, bro. What you think about this, bro?
I mean, if you're out here flexing, bro, you making yourself look like a lick. Like, and that's just what that is. There's no way around that. I also say that, like, it kind of, like, that type of stuff is kind of what turns people away from church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
that church hurt.
Like, if I'm a person who had never, like, really been saved or anything like that, and this is my example of what a pastor is supposed to be, I'm not really gonna be jiving with going and doing that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really not gonna fuck with that for real, if I'm being honest. And then, like, me personally, coming from a background where, you know, like, my dad was a pastor at a point in time and all this other type of stuff, like, it almost kind of give, like, the good pastors, the people who actually are trying to, like, help people and all that type of stuff. It almost make the whole thing seem tainted. Because at the end of the day, what you want to do as a pastor, you want to be able to lead your people. You, like, obviously you want to be able to make them feel better about whatever situation that they're dealing with at that moment in time. But and I can even understand, you know, like, he, you know, like, has been, you know, like, promoting this little, you know, real estate business and all that other type of stuff. But, like,
you must didn't catch the other. Like, you must didn't catch that video earlier. Hold on.
Niggas is not trying to be over here seeing you pulling up in a fucking lamb truck. Like, niggas.
Hold on 1 second. Let me. You spoke on that real estate.
To trick some people, and they trusted him and should not have trusted him. There's one woman right now I'm thinking about. I remember when I received her paperwork from the case that she filed, which I'm a post all, I think it's 15 pages. I'm a post it so you can read her account of what she said he did to her. What she said he did to her. And if I'm not mistaken, this woman is up in age. And because she took her, what she called in the affidavit, her life savings, and gave it to this man. He's doing real estate scam. When he
just passed away.
He got that 20-year bid. He done like 5 or 6 years. I don't know how that happened, but I ain't researched that. It was about credit card fraud, identity theft, and I think maybe wire fraud. But he switched and flipped that hustle now as real estate. And it's a scam. Let me repeat. Scam.
All right, bro, you can finish.
You know what I'm saying?
Proceed, brother.
You know what I mean? But, you know, like, but that kind of goes along with, you know, like, what I was kind of saying. It's like, it's continuing to taint, you know, like, people.
Is it mine or is he frozen? He frozen? Okay. Let me see.
There you go.
There you go.
But yeah, it's like you put yourself in a situation where it's like, you know, because then, like, also what comes with being a clergyman, like, you get tax write-offs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're putting yourself in a position where you could be able to exploit a situation, but it makes it look worse when, like, you're flexing that you're exploiting a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like there are people who I'm sure make money off of churches because, you know, like, there's always, like, some type of church building fund that's going for the last 30 years and they never nothing getting fixed. It's still hot as hell in this church in the summertime, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, it's not the same as, like, you know, like we were just like, I took 2 minutes, 3 minutes on TikTok before I, you know, but when Dapper Dave told me about it, like, because I hadn't heard about the situation, I hadn't been paying attention to it. But, so, like,
Dapper Dave, I don't know where the hell he is
that it took for me to, like, run through and see some of his videos and stuff. You know what I mean? It automatically almost it portrays like he want to be like a rapper or something. And that in and of itself is not something that a pastor is supposed to be doing, in my opinion. And for, like, a lot of people who view the church that way, I can't imagine I would want to see my pastor up on the stage with, you know what I'm saying, like, 3 pieces all iced out. You know what I'm saying? He done pulled up in a Lambo truck. Like, what are we talking about? He over here doing videos with Louis V jackets and Louis V shades with the double R over his head, bro. Come on now. You supposed to be a pastor.
Look, I got something I want to say, right? Because this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, number one, we live in a day and age where almost anything that you want as a consumer, we all consumers, right? You consume it,
Yeah.
whether it's ministry,
Yep.
whether it's food, whether it's vehicles, whether it's clothes, whatever it is, like you can go and find whatever you want, right? So the people, I mean, at some point, right? Scammers, pastors that are scammers, car dealers that are scammers, like at some point, right? We gotta take we gotta place some blame on ourselves for
Yeah.
allowing, as the people,
Yeah.
right,
Absolutely.
as the consumers, for as the attendees, whatever you want to call it. At some point, we have to take some ownership of the situation that we are in as a God fearing country or whatever you want to call it, right? At
Mm-hmm.
some point, when did we let this get out of hand? Right. And I mean, and because there were some forms of it, right, in those days, and way back in the Bible days. I mean, we still in the Bible days, right? But there were some forms of it way back then. There were some forms of it when our parents were coming up, and now it's just grown exceedingly more visible, right? Because we got social media platforms. Like your whole entire life can be run through social media
And that's the
within
only problem I
24
have, bro.
hours,
Like, I don't
right?
care what the
So,
pastor have, bro. Do your thing, bro. Live your life.
right, but at some point, like if I get caught up in a scam, I mean, at some point, I have to evaluate my own choices and my own perceptions and say, you know what, this is where I got lost. You know what I'm saying? So I think as people, like we have to do our research, because at the same time, all of that exposure is there, all the information is there. You know what I'm saying? So we can do our research on these people and just be wise. You know what I'm saying? And it's a
Mm-hmm.
shame that this type of situation ends up going to the light, well, not to the light, because it's all going to come to the light, but it's a shame that people end up in this type of situation where we're
Mm-hmm.
now like looking at, man, the church is ruined, right? Because when you look at all of these mega pastors, all of these mega ministries, like you could probably look at all of them house and feel like, why they in that house?
Here, look. Here,
Why
look.
they in that jet?
I'll even say this to kind of piggyback on what it is that you're going with. Is like we as consumers have to be more
Vigilant,
aware of what it is that we're purchasing, and what more aware of what it is that we're willing to put our time and money into. Like,
right?
I'll even take that a little bit of a step further and say that if
Okay, y'all, hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. We got a little breaking news. I saw it actually before we went live, but they're telling me to play it real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me see. 1 second. Jada
the
Youngin,
disclaimer, yeah.
yeah, him and his dad look like they got shot. We're gonna watch the video real quick. I'm not trying to change the subject on y'all.
No, you good, you good.
Say a prayer for him right quick, then. Shit. Hope that nigga shake back. Told that nigga stay down. Kings and queens.
This is Boosie somebody.
Oh, Boosie speaking.
Yeah, to his father, and I hope they shake back, man. That's crazy, bro. The pastor acting like them. He acting like how those guys act. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I get from him, man.
He moving. He
Oh,
definitely
he
moving like
passed, man. Oh, he passed. They telling me that he
which
passed.
one passed?
Jada Youngin, man, the rapper. Long live Jada
Damn.
Youngin. It's another
RP.
tragedy.
RP, man.
But my question to y'all though is, and then I gotta tell y'all something about my testimony, and how when you moving and you on one accord with God, it don't really matter where you at and what church it is and what the pastor is like. You know what I'm saying? Because my life changed when in the midst of some chaos in a chaotic church. But oh man, that news just kind of messed me up. I kind of lost my train of thought. I wanted to ask y'all, because I don't want to get off track about what the show's about too. Are we as nobodies basically to this man? Like, he don't know us. It don't matter what we think of him really. Or do we have a right to be speaking on this as black men, or should we just shut up and mind our damn business? That's the
Man,
next
bro,
question
I
I
got
have from this.
I say this freedom of speech. We got the right to speak about
Yeah,
whatever the fuck we want to.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Like
I'm sorry,
it's.
I'm calling
I
bullshit.
feel like our
Like,
responsibility to speak shit like this.
Cam, turn your turn the live off in the background, bro. All right, there you go, big dog. All right, y'all go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's, if anything, our responsibility to speak up and
yeah,
check other black men who are doing stuff that's not becoming of our image. Like we already have a fucked up image as it is here in America.
I agree, bro.
So, I mean, the
Not
only
just
way
America,
we're gonna be
but
able to
for the
keep
black men on
people
this panel that
from
have
doing this
traveled,
type of stuff is
it's
we
not just
continue
America.
to check people whenever that type of stuff happens. Now, obviously,
Welcome, my boy.
Welcome.
Big bro, you want to talk to us, bro? You ain't got a chance to say nothing yet.
we're gonna expect, you know what I'm saying, like the white folks to say something about how we're over here making ourselves look worse. Absolutely not. All they're gonna do is play and take more money out of that. But what
Mm-hmm.
bro was saying earlier about like us as consumers being more aware of what it is that we're buying, I remember myself when I was younger, like churches trying to do things for young.
I think he done
We got
froze
the
on us.
pimp in the building. We got Cam in the building. We
What's
got
up with it?
I am in the building. And always, man, it's good to see Kevin Jacobs in this motherfucker tonight. And shout out to our host, man.
All right, what's up with it, bro?
As my guy Money Mitch was saying earlier today,
Y'all get those lights up for us.
tonight is the preview of the Survival of the Simp podcast. It's a big deal going on. They actually are streaming it simultaneously. And the pimp was so gracious to come over and chill with us for a little while. So thank you, Mr. Pimp. Devin, man, thank you, bro, for coming through. You've always been so enlightened with your perspective, man. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Who in the mood? Oh my God. Fuck that oil spill. Jimmy the Cricket looking motherfucker. He looks like a dead man. Every time I look at him, he looks dead. Even when he's talking and walking, that motherfucker looks dead. He's a crook, and it's already come out that he got a boyfriend. It's already come out that he's been scamming. And I'm gonna be all the way honest with y'all.
Damn, Dapper Dad, you didn't even let me get a chance to drop that gem on
I'm over here fucked up.
I'm just out there, man. I'm gonna say this real.
Let me play this clip real quick, Dapper Dad.
Oh yeah.
Then they know exactly what you mean, son. Sir.
Was a part of the LBGC identified as a gay man. So we're gonna follow that energy up. And now we're gonna post what your family told me about you. Your family now. You know the family be knowing. I'm gonna put that in there so everybody gonna read that. And even down to your prison number and what went on in there between you and a gay man in prison. Yeah, all of that. Who you know Denise, that one of them that pieces of real property in her name? Yeah. I'm gonna put all that over there. So you be clear. All of this now in my head. And I'm sitting there looking at you act the fool and call me names and call Genesis, who I love, call her names.
One more time, y'all.
The LBGC identified as a gay man. So we're gonna follow that energy up. And now we're gonna post what your family told me about you. Your family now. You know the family be knowing. I'm gonna put that in there so everybody gonna read that. And even down to your prison number and what went on in there between you and a gay man in prison. Yeah, all of that. Who you know Denise, that one of them that pieces of real property in her name? Yeah. I'm gonna put all that over there. So you be clear. All of this now in my head. And I'm sitting there looking at you act the fool and call me names and call Genesis, who I love, call her name.
Okay, fellas. Go ahead, Dapper Dad. I'm gonna let you.
Oh man, you pretty much said what I was saying.
Yeah, because you sent the clip, so I was like, I want them to understand and be on the same page,
right?
And let them know where we at. So this brought up the question: why are these two men so emotionally charged towards each other? Why did this man not bust him out in the first live? Why are you holding this information? Bro, it's some deep shit to this, bro. This shit gets deeper than scams.
That could
It
be
gets
his
deeper
man.
than scams and money laundering and robbery and shit.
They probably out there doing.
Yeah.
He was probably out there supposed to get some help. He was probably supposed to.
Yeah, he probably supposed to get a piece of that robbery. That's
I
all
don't
it
know,
is, bro.
bro. I don't know, bro. I just know me personally. You know, if you're a masculine man, right? And I don't know. That man claims he's not part of the protected community. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's not part of them. But just his demeanor, with his demeanor the way it is, are y'all beefing with him? I'm not beefing with that man, bro. You know, it's not unless he hit me or something. There's nothing that man can do to me to make me be so emotionally charged, bro. To me, it's like some feelings involved in that shit.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you know, like it's like some feelings involved in that shit, bro. It's like he's scratching back like a woman, bro. It's like then you call him ugly. Y'all telling each other how ugly each other is and shit. That's some shit you tell your woman when you mad at her ex.
But it's
He
the thing,
ugly
man.
anyway.
That's feminine energy is always chaos. It don't matter if a pastor doing it don't matter if it's Black Lives Matter. All this shit's some bullshit, man. It's just a new nigga today. It's gonna be a new simp nigga tomorrow with the same shit, man.
Yeah. Cam Big Bro say why he look like the gay guy on P Valley, the club on him.
How you feel about it, Cam, man? You haven't said much tonight.
Hey, man, you know, well, y'all know I'm a minister, so and for him to stand and say he served God, I always say don't look at the man. It's a spirit inside of that man, and so that's a demonic spirit that's the latched on to that brother, and he's trying to justify, and you can't justify it. I also rap too, but I rap for the Lord. I don't get up and wear all the fancy chains and all that big stuff because I'm about my Father's business. So, and I know how to separate the two from the stage, because I heard the brother say, you have a congregation of people that follow you, and at the end of the day, don't follow the man. You're supposed to be at the church following, for the Lord. So I don't ever go to no church looking at the pastor. Go to the church and see what he's preaching about. If he ain't preaching about the Lord Jesus Christ and God the Father, I say then it's up to you to lead that church. And what he wears, what he dresses, that's between him and the Lord. So yeah, I don't judge no man. I don't stand in judgment of that man. But at the end of the day, that brother gay, and I'm just calling it what I call it. That brother gay.
Hey, that's why we had this panel, because I want to know what y'all thought. Shit.
I want to say this for myself, right? Because like I sing, like I sing at churches, I sing at whatever, and
I bet you won't tell them who your sister is.
She cold, she's super cold, but
She on Kurt Franklin's albums, man. Singing lead on Kurt
Franklin's albums.
Who is your sister, bro?
No. It's cool. Let's talk about that another time. But this is the deal. Like normally when I sing, I'm compensated, right? Because it is a skill, it is a talent, it is something that I have developed, and when I do it, it's hey, you're bringing me in because you like what I do, right? But the thing is that like even though I'm up there and I'm ministering and I'm doing it out of the desire to help facilitate what the ministry is trying to do, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I still would like to get my compensation, right? And this is the thing. My wife told me, she was like, I told her, I was like, I want a nice big chain with a charm. She was like, get it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold off. But every time I go to the mall, I'll be looking like, I had to walk away from the jewelry store just yesterday. I ain't lying. Because he told me my brother get married this weekend. I had to go pick up my suit. And I told her, I said, I'm going to the mall. I'm going to try not to buy nothing. She was like, don't buy nothing. And so I walked to the jewelry store. I sat in there for I went to 2 or 3 different ones because I like jewelry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like it. And that doesn't take from my ability to want to help people. That doesn't take from my ability to, but I like nice stuff. I got a BMW. I got an F-250. I got a Mustang GT. It need a transmission, but I still got it. You know what I'm saying? You
But
know,
let me
I
just tell
like
you this,
nice stuff,
bro.
right?
Let me tell y'all this, bro. So Sam brought up a cussing preacher. So it didn't dawn on me, but when he said the block, because I used to live right there in St. Augustine and Bruton, I said, damn. I told Dapper David, I said, bro, I bet he talking about this certain pastor, bro. And so let me just give y'all a quick story. It was like, boom, I'm walking to the store. I lived in the Star Dallas or the Falls at one time. It was both of them, like back to back. So I walked
The
to the store in the
falls,
corner.
man, they expensive.
Now probably shit. Back then it wasn't shit. But this is like 2005, 2006. So boom, I go down there. I guess this is 2 years after Sam experienced him. He done changed his approach. He not cussing you no more. He looked at me. He was like, "Hey man, you don't belong out here." And I looked at him. I was like, "I know." You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Cause I was getting convicted. I was doing some things, and it was like, shit. God was pretty much telling me, like, boy, if you don't get out these streets, you gonna hurt somebody, or somebody gonna hurt you." And I didn't have no heat from the police, no reason to get out. So boom, I said I did that and whatever. So I was talking to this dude at Rental Center about a job. He was like, "Man, if you cut your hair, I'll give you a management job." So I'm like, bet. So I cut my hair. I went back to the dude church. You know what I'm saying? Started getting active in his church and shit. Start seeing some foul shit. Like, man, this dude ain't real. You know what I'm saying? But I just hung in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I needed to be back in the midst of what I felt like where I felt like my source of God was at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I need to be back in there. Boom. My dad is a Southern Baptist preacher. We don't believe in women preachers. We didn't at the time. I didn't at the time. So we had a woman that was coming to do our revival named Sister Kim. Bro, she preaching and she just steady looking at me, bro. And it was a lady with a big ass hat in front of me. So I'm trying to hide behind the lady hat. Every time Sister Kim get ready to say something else, she was talking directly to me. She stepped to the side where she could see me better. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, she read me, bro. Like everything I had been thinking and feeling, she confirmed through that thing. So my point is, like he said, don't look at the goddamn pastor. Look for God in that dwelling. You know what I'm saying? And then if you do that, your life can change. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to know what y'all felt about these. Do we even have the right to be speaking on this man? Because I'm the least judgmental person. I try to be anyway. But I just feel like this is bad, bro. Because when you look at his website, he got pictures with his wife and all women. We already know how that shit go in churches, bro. Like them women be. And even that pastor, he tried to take my wife at the time. He was trying to get her out from under me because he felt like she was more valuable to him, working in his daycare or whatever. And I was like, hell no, you ain't working for no $7.50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that they'll get in there and try to get him cause division. It's like his wife just left him. What the fuck you look like going to fuck with him? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but yeah, you gotta have tunnel vision, man, when you're dealing with these churches. Do not go for the person because your ass will be in trouble.
Right, but like that,
Yeah.
I mean, that goes with what I was saying earlier about as far as like the consumer. And I know I'm using the word consumer because we talked about it in a
It
business
makes
aspect
sense. Yeah.
for a little bit. Like as the attendees, like we gotta be wise and pray and look for our own discernment and not just trust everything that come out of everybody's mouth.
Mm-hmm. And you got to go find, study it, and show yourself approved. Yeah. Don't rely on no goddamn body.
Second Timothy 2:15,
Yeah.
right?
Study and show yourself approved, man. Go find out the knowledge for yourself.
Right.
Anybody got anything else?
You can have righteous judgment too. You can have I would say you can have a righteous discernment, but you just not supposed to cast judgment on another person, because that's that saying about, if don't try to judge your brother when you got a log in your eye and he got a speck in his eye. He said don't pass judgment on him, but you have a righteous discernment to where you can speak righteously. If we say wrong is wrong, you see a man walking down the wrong side of the highway, but you say, man, that man walking down the wrong side of the highway. Well, you know that you see a man walking down the wrong side of the highway. But that's like this pastor. If you see him and he called himself a man of God and he's doing something that's not befitting of what a man of God is supposed to do, then you got a right to speak up on that. But as far as in going and putting your mouth on them, they're going to hit you with this Bible verse. It says, touch not my anointed and do without prophets no harm.
He did that,
they'll put that verse up on you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's exactly what he did this morning. His 5 a.m. prayer. That's exactly what he did, bro.
All of them used that. Ricky Rush used it. All of them. I watched Ricky Rush myself. I lost all respect for him when I watched him at he was at one of these meetings behind closed doors. and my uncle he was becoming a bishop. He was coming a bishop high up in the rank in the Dallas area of preachers, you know. And so now Freddie Haynes, that's a solid brother. He kept it solid. He played his part. But Ricky Rush, I lost respect for him because he was hollering at a yellow right in front of me. And for her to get him off of her, she turned to me, didn't know me from Adam, and just said, "Hey, baby." And I'm like, "Wait, what's going on?" And so he turned around and gave me a thug look. He had his chair turned around like he was in high school, sitting with his arms on the back of the chair, looked me up and down like, "Who is this?" You know what? Turned back around and went back to Mac. And I said, "Well, I'll be dog." So I asked my cousin, I said, "Man, ain't that guy?" And he was like, "Yeah, what in hell did you got with heaven?" I said, "Yeah, Ricky Rush." And I lost all respect for that brother that day.
Yeah. Hey, when you
said I heard about him messing with them little boys. Huh?
When you said a yellow, I knew it was gonna be bad.
Yeah, he was hollering at a chick at the time. Then the next time my oldest brother went to one of those to one of those brotherhood meetings, and he said, "Bro, it wasn't what I thought it was." He said they went into a hotel, a high rise. He said they got hidden doors in these high rise hotels in the wall. He said they walked up to the wall, pushed a button, the door opened up, and his room's all in there. He said, "Man, they had underage girls and a whole bunch of little boys, and Ricky Rush had boys in there with him, little boys." I was like, "Oh," he said, "I had to leave." He said, "I had to go."
Do y'all remember during quarantine they was protesting out there?
Yep. Yeah, it made the news about it.
Yeah, I watched it every single day. And it's somebody on our panel that got a Ricky Rush story. I don't know if he want to share it or not, but I was not feeling that story. And then, this is the third thing. I watched the protest and I heard the pain in the woman's voice. And I got the spirit of discernment. If God asked me today, what did I give you? I know for sure it was discernment. And it was it was little boys out there too, well, grown men now. That was little boys at the time that the mothers would bring for him to discipline, allegedly.
Y'all know what the irony, y'all know what's ironic about all of this? Y'all was speaking about his Louis Vuitton clothes. I got to go do a sermon Saturday. I got to go preach my aunt's funeral. And so I'm preaching about the rich man and Lazarus. If you remember what the Bible speaks about the rich man, it said he fared sumptuously. He wore purple linen. He wore nice clothing. See, so nothing new under the sun. It was in the Bible where the rich man dressed in fancy clothes and nice things. So, but he opened his eyes up in hell too.
He asked Father Abraham, "Can I just get a drip of water from your hand?"
Come on. Let Lazarus dip his finger and just quench my thirst, or I'm tormented in these flames. So we have a real God, and He sees everything. And you might have your beggars out there begging. I don't overlook every beggar. Everybody out there begging, ain't begging just to get your money. Some people out there, He said, "Be aware to entertain angels because you entertain us." He said, "Be aware to entertain strangers because you entertain angels unawares." Some people, it might be a test out there to you, God testing you to see what type of spirit man you are. Are you going to be judgmental? Or are you going to get that brother, "Here, man, here my last little bit, but you know what, here, take it." I've taken a lot of brothers out of the street that have been homeless. I done brought them to the church, they got them baptized and gave them money. When it ain't even, when most preachers ain't doing it. I don't have much money. I'm in the truck right now. I'm working for mine. I'm a truck driver. But I preach. I'm a pastor of a church. And I tell my church don't pay me no income. But we got pastors in there want to be paid. I said, I don't charge to do God's work. I said, I do God's work for free. I said, I get out here and go make my money. And so nobody never say, "Oh, well, Cam, he preaching for the money." So no, the truck you see me with, I work hard for it. The things I have, I work hard for it. I preach just because I love to help God's people. And so
I appreciate you for coming in and giving us a pastor standpoint, because I was trying to get my cousin, but he under the weather. But yeah, man, we definitely wanted to got toxic in the building. Oh, Miss Mash say condolences to you and your family too, big dog. We wanted to hear that, bro, and we know the pimp is doing some things with his church, man. He got some innovative, bright ideas. So when I see and I listen to y'all, bro, and then I feel good about y'all efforts, bro, because I'm one of the people that has suffered church hurt. I don't have no interest in dealing with the church. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, to hear people when they got good ambitions for their churches and stuff like that, man, I salute y'all, man. But when I see something like this dude, bro, and I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm a preacher's kid. I know they human.
Right.
I know they human. You know, I
Right.
tried everything in my power. I even got up and listened to his 5 a.m. prayer this morning. And what I got from this shit, bro, is he's a fucking manipulator.
Yeah.
You know, he gonna flip the situation to even when and he's not accountable. This is what I hate about a man, bro. If you gonna call yourself a man, bro, you must be accountable, bro. If I fucked
Right.
up, I'm gonna tell you, bro, my bad, bro. I fucked up, bro. That shit won't happen no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna
Right.
be accountable, bro. You not being accountable for what got you to what you got, bro. Even
Right.
if you was lying, you still not being accountable for lying. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so he
You
got
know
a
what?
good, he got it, bro. That man, you say in the last days, boy, it's gonna be a lot of good false prophets. They're gonna know that word. We know that
And
word
they
because
coming.
he was whooping my ass this morning. I told Dapper Dave, I said, bro, I don't know, bro. I was kind of getting convicted today because he good with the words, bro. I say, shit, he damn
Yeah.
near got me.
And he said, even the very elect, if it wasn't for the elect's sake, that God shortened the days, that they would be deceived. But the devil got a smooth tongue. Judas Iscariot walked with Jesus and hung right there with him and even asked, is it going to be me who betray you? So you got to know, man, we're living in these last days, and true enough, a lot of them are coming out. And I feel sorry for them because they are, I say this loosely, they hoeing the church, man, and I hate it because guys like us who are trying to do God's work the real way, and make it hard on us because people start looking at the church as, oh man, it's just they just trying to get your money, man. They all about this and they all about that. But not every church is out there doing that. For the ones that I can speak for, the ones that are standing up and preaching God's word, we're out trying to save souls, man. Because at the end of the day, the harvest is plenteous, but the labels are few.
Oh yeah, Toxic. What's going on, my boy?
Squad.
You doing all right?
Yes, it's been another blessed day. How's the panel?
Oh man, we months of living and we talking as black men and ain't nobody over talking to one another. We trying to come up with solutions. You know what I'm saying?
So you're
Just
saying
bouncing
is there's
ideas
no
off each other.
toxicity in the building. That's all right, man. I can change it up for you, bro. I can bring the toxic here. Don't worry about it, bro. I
Most
got you.
definitely. Yeah. So what how you feeling about this, bro, when you look at the total situation, bro? From what our little research we have done the last couple of days.
Being respectful because it is a man of the cloth and only God can judge, how that goes. But you would hope that the fix is not in. As a sane individual, I have no reason to understand why a man would need $400,000 worth of jewelry in church service. You're supposed to be glorifying God at that point. I mean, after church, that when you congregate, you may put some stuff on to show off your little drip or what have you. But in the middle of service, that's when you're gonna be wearing your jewelry, I guess. I'm hoping that maybe the fix isn't in. Maybe we're looking too far into this. Maybe it is a reach. Maybe this all did happen, and maybe we're not giving that benefit of the doubt.
We're not really supporting this. No.
I mean, at the least, it was unwise for him to walk out of the house with 400 grand.
Bro, he could have fixed the whole
jewelry.
situation like that. He could have said, "Look, y'all, I was wrong. I made a bad decision. This shit would have been over." But now, bro. I got another clip. I don't want to get away from these clips, y'all. She asked us to make sure we play this again.
Hey man,
this is why we might need to look at J Maul. He got community pain. God knows it doing it. That last child is about 19 months now. Corn, he took that man wife and had his way with her. And before that, the other stuff that he done did. But I ain't never heard of these people taking people life savings.
Oh no, hold on.
And taking their money.
Was it the family one where he was talking about the number, where he blocked his number? She wanted y'all to hear that.
Said I was a part of the LBG, say I identified as a gay man. Now in my head, over there. So you be clear. All of this now in my head. And I'm sitting went on in there between you and a gay man in prison. Yeah, all of that. who Denise, that one of them that piece.
No. Let me see, y'all. I'm gonna find
So
this.
when he jumped up in like 5 or 6 years, which I don't know how that happened, but I ain't researched that. He did to her what she said he did.
Nah, we
He's
just gonna
been
watch
able to
this.
trick some people, and they trusted him and should not have trusted him. There's one woman right now I'm thinking about. I remember when I received her paperwork from the case that she filed, which I'm a post all, I think it's 15 pages. I'm a post it so you can read her account of what she said he did to her. What she said he did to her. And if I'm not mistaken, this woman is up in age. And because she took her, what she called in the affidavit, her life savings, and gave it to this man, because he's doing real estate scam. Allegedly, when he got that 20-year bid, and he done like 5 or 6 years, which I don't know how that happened, but I ain't researched that. It was about credit card fraud, identity theft, and I think maybe wire fraud. But he switched and flipped that hustle now as real estate. And it's a scam. Let me repeat. Scam, 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 scam. So when he jumped up into this live turned, in my mind I'm saying, now should I right now? Because y'all know this is a business. Is it a ministry? Yeah, it's a ministry. Is it a business? Yeah, it's a business too. So I said, no, I'm going to make sure he manifests. So I said to him what I said before he came on. Because he really was going at Genesis really, really hard, but that's in keeping with some of the things that his first wife has said. So I said, okay. So he really got the heat for her. This is my platform. I'm the person that he really don't like. And see, this is another thing people did not know. We have about a year and some change history, if you want to call it that.
There you go.
And I already knew this. I didn't vibe with the dude. I'm sure he can feel it. I quit answering.
Can everybody hear it? Because Kev said he can't hear it.
I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, let me try it now.
His phone
Can you hear
calls
it, Kev?
totally ghosted and disappeared. In fact, I think I may have blocked this number because I was tired of receiving these FaceTimes. I just didn't click.
Oh, hold on now.
You want to call it that. And I already knew this. I didn't vibe with the dude. I'm sure he can feel it. I quit answering his phone calls and totally ghosted and disappeared. In fact, I think I may have blocked this number because I was tired of receiving these FaceTimes. I just didn't click with him. We have about a year and some change history, if you want to call it that. Disappeared. In fact, I think I may have blocked this number because I was tired of receiving these FaceTimes. I just didn't click with phone calls and totally ghosted and disappeared. In fact, I think I may have blocked this number because I was tired of receiving these FaceTimes. I just didn't click with him.
Bro, that sounds like some relationship shit, bro. I don't speak about another man like that.
I'm gonna come off like
gotta say it, bro. I don't give a fuck about the cloth or a fucking cotton. I don't give a goddamn. Maybe I'm a heathen in my statement that I'm about to make. But that motherfucker is gay, and if he's gay, it's okay. If that's what he is. And that motherfucker sounds like a ex-boyfriend of the motherfucker, like the way FaceTimes. What the fuck you mean? You've been knowing the man for a year and some change, and y'all FaceTiming each other. Then you block his number. Men don't block other men numbers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no nigga that I had to block.
I don't never say I ghosted that nigga.
I ain't never heard no shit where I'm like, yo, let me block Money Mitch. Let me block Sam. No, men don't do that.
Did they find out what Biggie Smalls did to him first? I'm still wondering why he said fuck Biggie Smalls. That hadn't correlated to me at all this year.
Who said that?
The pastor said that the other day on the live. Before he hung up on him twice.
Oh no, he told him. He said you and Biggie Smalls and kiss my ass. He was calling that lady Biggie Smalls.
Oh wow,
yeah.
And that's your pastor? Who's the pastor? God,
bro. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what I see when I hear him talking. Even though he be using the word real well.
Get it again. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. God Almighty, you know, rule of heaven and earth and every goddamn thing in between. You understand me now?
I'm running back.
You wild. And he sound like that dude off Blue Valley, man. That damn club on him, man.
Yeah.
Where he smack and he do his mannerism. What grown man do all that smacking and high and all that stuff, man? Like
he said he ain't with the protected community, so I'm giving the benefit of the
yeah,
doubt till he
yeah.
get caught.
He in there. He in there.
Hear me
He
up.
undercover.
Get it again. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. God Almighty, you know, rule of heaven and earth and every goddamn thing in between. You understand me now?
All right, we got another clip. Dapper Days, man. Dapper Days,
Yeah, you wild. Hey, there's a movie you didn't play that one when he come in on Mystical. He got that Mystical.
I'm gonna have to find that because that's just what I hear when I see that, man. Yeah, but I'm definitely for the question of the title, man. I definitely feel like the update on this is only gonna keep continuing. We're gonna continue to have to give out updates on this because Mr. Reed has posted this stuff. I don't know if he posted it yet. He's gonna post it on his Patreon account, and we've been seriously considering going to buy it. We got Sam, but go subscribe to his Patreon just so we can see. I think we got one more video. We don't want to just beat this shit in the ground, man. You know. Me said now she want to watch the episode. Hell yeah, that shit was funny. Anybody else got anything on it before we watch this last video? Y'all want to watch the video, then give the final inputs. Watch the video.
Matter of fact, I'm glad you did. Y'all know I don't get up here telling no lies. I mean, no lies, excuse me. I don't get up here telling no lies. No, this is not something that I'm going to continue to talk about over and
Oh, that's it. So, y'all, it's getting deep.
Ref. Pause.
Ref.
Say, man, they already spit the bean on me today. E, don't come here with that, bro.
Hey, man.
Boy, ain't got no break yet. We ain't gave him one break.
Not one
He
break,
came
bro.
in on that same shit.
I let Mirror spin me on my own damn panel.
Oh yeah, she curved shit out your ass.
Boy. But yeah.
Where's that pastor from? Is he from Atlanta?
Nah, he's from Brooklyn, and then he got two campuses, one in Brooklyn and one in Jamaica, Queens, I believe.
Oh, okay. He kind of sounded like Johnny McClurkin.
Oh, you talking about that dude? I don't know where Larry
Atlanta.
Reed preach at. He from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, that figures.
That sounds like it.
Yeah, that figures.
Jesus.
Yeah. Pimp, man, you know, you want to give us some folks get up out of here? I know you're over there busy and shit. But I know you're a good listener. And I know you got something you want to
I said my piece, man. It's just more feminine bullshit, man. This ain't no different than Black Lives Matter being on some bullshit. I mean, I'll
But
tell
I'm
you
talking
this,
about as
though.
far as the church goes, though. Like, what do you have advice for the people that might fall victim to somebody like that, bro? How can they
I was
avoid
about to
that?
get into that. So you shouldn't
Okay.
be, I do agree, you shouldn't be going to church for that individual in of itself. You got to have enough conviction, enough wisdom about yourself to know when you're in a bad spot and move around if you need to. But at the same time, the church don't matter. The church can be led by a pastor that ain't worth a damn. That's why you need deacons. That's the purpose of the masculine energy in the church. The responsibility for the person to remove the bad pastor from the church falls on the deacons. This is how a pastor like this can stay in power because he got a bunch of feminine energy around him.
Mm-hmm.
If there was masculine energy in his church, somebody would have corrected him a long time ago. We wouldn't be hearing about this.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even have a church if he had deacons in his church with some masculine aptitude about him. Masculinity will not allow you to do fuck shit. It's going to weed out the fuck boys and weed out the bullshit. That's just what it's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Masculinity is your God energy as a man. You are aligned with God when you're aligned with masculinity. That's just what it is. We can debate this all damn day, but ain't shit godly about it because ain't shit masculine about it. It ain't no coincidence to me. It ain't far fetched. It ain't surprising to me that the nigga that's going back and forth with him come off like he gay. That's not surprising. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
whether he gay or not. The energy always exposes the truth, man. You can't get around this shit. I think we need to stop focusing so much on the people and start focusing on the energy, and you'll be okay, regardless of what other a motherfucker doing. Align yourself right, you ain't never gonna be no bad spots. You won't ever be fall victim to no shit like this. To me, this is a talking point and nothing more. It ain't gonna affect us really in real life. It's just
Nah, they
this
ain't gonna affect us because we pretty much all done been there, done that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about for the people that might not have experienced church or
it
haven't
ain't like I
experienced
said,
what
it
church
ain't
is
about the
coming in.
church, it ain't about nothing, it's about the energy, man.
Yep,
You
yep.
get your energy right, you ain't gonna be bamboozled by shit. I don't care if it's church, job, school, wherever the fuck.
So
You ain't gonna
y'all
fall
heard it
victim
right
to
here.
nothing.
Y'all heard it
I
right here
heard the
from the
man.
pimp.
Yeah, hey, I heard the word. Yeah, I heard the
We try
man.
Hold on,
we
Cam.
trying to
You
we trying to
muted.
separate shit and give church a pass. Church is held accountable too. But it's like
Yeah.
everything else.
Let me chime in on that a little bit. Now this just coming because like I said, I'm a pastor. To what you said, I have a deacon, I have a church board, and I have a church board full of deacons. And you're right. When they see me do something that and nothing like out of God, but something that if I'm not following protocol to the church, they pull me to the side and they line me up as a pastor to get me on right. So, and it keeps me on point because uh, when you're dealing with souls, man, you're dealing with people's lives. Some people go to the church because they say a church is like a hospital. You go for healing. Some people go get their all. They get an income, they get a life because they're looking at the pastor instead of looking for Jesus and looking for God. They go into the man. And a lot of these men are like ravenous. They like wolves in sheep clothing. They preying on the weak. So I have a church congregation. When they come in, I tell them, if I can't prove you nothing in this Bible, if I can't show you in this Bible, I said, then don't follow me. I said, but if I can show you out this Bible, I said, then follow that. And that's how I live by and I stand on that. But that pastor right there, he gonna have to stand before God and he gonna have to give an account of everything that he's done, just as well as we all are. But he gonna have to give an account of that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
But they even add to that, like the police do not get involved with pastor and church business. If y'all didn't know that, if the pastor ain't doing good or whatever, the police ain't gonna come kick that pastor out. That's on that. That's a private matter. Like I
Yep.
said, the deacons
Yeah.
are the ones who are responsible for removing the pastor. Even when the pastor refuses to leave, that's on the
Yep.
deacons to get him up out of there.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
literally will pick him up and throw his ass out.
Yep. Should have been done that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when that man done started the church and founded it himself and he funding it. I think they all aboard with the money train, man.
Yeah.
It
Oh
is
yeah.
what it is.
Yep. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad. I watched that, man. All that unveil right there in just in the Dallas metroplex. I've been through a lot of churches. I've been with around some big people. Dwayne Caraway, before we had his fall, I was right there with him. Like I said, I name dropped a couple of names because my uncle was hanging with all these big preachers, and I was watching all this stuff take place. And I said, hey, look, I don't want no part of this. I'm stepping down because I said, for one, I don't play with God. I said, I don't see how y'all can be men of God and taking money from folks and getting rich on people. And it's all about money. I'm like, man, look, my soul counts more to me than any money. What does it profit a man to gain the world, you lose his soul? So I don't want to go to hell, bro. I'm scared of it. So I say, you know what? Y'all can have that. And I walked up out of a lot of them churches, man, and got away from them preachers and my uncle too. And he's dead and gone because he tried to play that money train.
Yeah.
And God called him up out of here.
Yeah. Because it is you can turn it into a lucrative hustle if you crooked.
Yeah.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Hell yeah, you can.
Do y'all not know that white guy Kenneth Copeland makes $700 million a year from a church? He's the highest paid pastor, Kenneth Copeland.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy, $700 million, man.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
I
That's
told you I'm
ridiculous.
gonna come back Rev Mitchell Sunday. Reverend J.R. Mitchell.
Reverend Mitch.
Reverend J.R. Mitchell. Shit,
But
if
the
they
thing
get it
is,
like
that's
that,
a gift from God. God gave them a gift to be able to be articulate and speak and all that stuff, right? So they
Right.
choose to use it for evil. So you still got the gift.
Exactly.
We all got our own responsibilities. We still got our own conviction. What we need to do with our gifts that God gave us. With the blessing ain't the money. The blessing is your ability to go get the money. He could have did the same stuff outside the church and still make that money, but he just chose to do it the evil way. So that's it's gonna be on him whenever the curtain come calling. It is what it is.
Amen.
yeah,
Amen.
Yeah.
As men, we need to hold ourselves accountable first. You need to hold yourself accountable before we talk about anybody else in one. And then we need to get
Yep.
amongst other like-minded men, and we need to get resources and money. Until we do that, we just some niggas talking. We can't move the needle.
Yep.
We don't got no money and resources to do shit but talk.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
I
You
what we,
know,
agree.
instead of talking about the problem, we talk about how we gonna make $1 million too. How we gonna make
amen.
$700 million? That's what we be figuring out.
Yeah,
Amen. Hey, so please tell me I'll sign up.
yeah. I'm right behind you, shit.
So if we got the money, power, influence, then we can start trying to reshape all this nonsense and shake the narrative to some
I
real
like
shit
that,
instead of all
Harvey.
this bullshit out here.
Reverend
Well,
Doctor
you
Money
know,
Mitch.
y'all know what, brothers? I can't speak on this topic of making millions. Trucking industry. I'm a truck driver. That trucking is a lucrative business if you own your own trucks. If we as black men learn how to pull our money together and go in and buy trucks together, one truck will make you $100,000 if you run locally. One truck will make you $250,000 a year if you run over the road. If you buy you 5 trucks, that's $1 million. So I work for a young black man right now. He's 32 years young. He's a black entrepreneur. We got a black-owned company. This man has a one of them Mercedes AMG GTs, a $200,000 car. He got $1 million trucking business that I'm driving for him right now. And like I said, he's only 32 years young, man. So the trucking industry is a booming market. It's a legal market. It's great money. And if you invest in a truck and get people behind you that has the same mind state, we all can be sitting here making millions. And all you gotta do is hire drivers to drive your truck. Your truck will generate you $100,000 easy in a year. One truck.
Yep. She said that you work for Curtis Lawrence.
How you know? How do you know? That's who I work for. That's who I work for. And he's a multi-millionaire, man. And you look at this brother, you couldn't even tell it. He dressed down. He ain't flashy, but he's a multi-millionaire, man.
Niece, how you know Mrs. Lawrence?
Huh?
Now I was asking Miss Maddox how she know Mr. Lawrence. Anybody else got something y'all want to add to this, man? Before we get up out of here, man. I don't want to beat this horse too long, man. I think we came to the general conclusion. People with common sense understand what's going on.
Right, I got something I want to say. I typed it up while I was talking. I was listening, but okay. So it is the responsibility of the listener to differentiate what is beneficial and detrimental to their life, because the pastor, like whatever he did, that's on him. What we're talking about is the people that's following him, right? So it is the responsibility. Somebody said it earlier. It said, "Study to show thyself approved," and that's 2 Timothy 2:15. We hit that, right? Because no person has control over your life. If God is the designer of your life, then ultimately God should be the deciding voice and the one that orders your steps. Don't let anyone determine your path or your finances, right? Because that's the thing, right? It was like all this money, that money is coming from the church, right? Don't let anyone determine your path or your finances. You have so many choices on a daily basis, literally thousands of choices. What time to get up, what to wear, whether to brush your teeth or not, what to eat, what to cook, whether to feed the dog, whatever's going on, literally thousands of choices on a daily basis. And God gives us the free will to decide our destiny and our path on a moment-to-moment basis, right? And God is with you and will accompany you through all of those choices, right? Just because you go right or because you go left, it does not mean that God has deserted you. So the people that are watching this, people that are trying to figure out, hey, what's going on? Which way should I go? Right? Understand that if you decide in faith, right? Because the Bible says that it is impossible to please God without faith, right? And you decide in faith to seek the voice of God. I'm preaching. Come on, we're gonna take offering after this. Look, if you decide,
drop that goddamn cash app in a minute. Shit.
hey, I know, right? if you decide that you know what, God, I'm going to seek your face and I'm going to see where it is that you want me to be, God will go with you, whether you're in the high place, the low place, the light place, or the dark place. So do not be afraid to leave what is comfortable, because that's what God called us to do, to step out of what we know, to step out of what we see and what we feel, and go into a place that we don't understand. So do not be afraid to leave what is comfortable and step away in order to gain clarity from God, to hear the voice of God. Because you're afraid, because the only fear that we should have is the fear of God, which the Bible says is the beginning of wisdom. But in faith, you can leave, and if it is the will of God for you to be there under that place, whether it is for your benefit or someone that you're supposed to help, or a lesson that He intends for you to learn, He will show you and speak to you and lead you in the way that you're supposed to go. All right, and I'm closing. Come on, bow your heads.
Salute.
Okay. I'm done.
You preached on that, brother. You know, hey, I'm gonna give y'all a little testimony, just a small testimony. Everything that when I say I preach, I never asked to be a preacher. I used to play as a kid, but I try to run from the calling. But when God gets you, He's like Paul. Paul was a martyr of Christians. He killed Christians, but then God said, I can use you for my purpose. And so just like that, I was used. David kind of know my background. My mom got murdered when I was 6 in Pleasant Grove. My dad got murdered when I was 16 in South Dallas. I got shot on my 21st birthday. Matter of fact, the same month Tupac got shot and all that, same everything. So to say this, I'm yet alive, and I yet speak to my testimony of that. God is real, because I said when I called on the name of Jesus. I said, Lord, if you just save me and show me what to do. I said, because when mama got shot, she got shot one time, she died. Daddy got shot up, he died. I said, whatever you have for me to do, I'm gonna do it. And it was to teach His people. It was to go be a shepherd in His pasture. And I was like, wow. I said, you want me to preach? So I was like, how I'm gonna preach? It took one of the darkest person in my family. He's an ex-mafia leader and one of my uncles. And he the one converted me from the gangster rapper, to talking about shoot him up, kill him, and all that stuff, to telling me to change my lyrics to gospel. And for a year, I did a Jonah. I ran. But when God caught me in my midst of trying to run, He brought me right back to the church. And so I couldn't escape it. And I fell into this pastorship, by changing my way of thinking. And when I started looking at things different, I said, Lord, there's one thing about you. Everything you are real. And can't nobody escape them. When you want them, when you seek God, He said, if you knock, the door shall be open. He said, if you seek, you shall find. So when you go looking for God, or you gonna find Him. And I'll tell you this, be ready for when you open your mouth and say you're gonna do something, or He gonna hold you accountable. So from now, I'm a senior pastor, and I got 2 60 and 70-year-old men that are pastors under me. And I'm a senior pastor. I've been leading my church for 7 years. And I tell them, I said, I'm not gonna change. My uncles, I bump head with my family, because I tell them, I'm not gonna change God's word up to fit your narrative. You out here want to run women, I'm not judging you, but I'm gonna preach on it. I'm gonna preach in the pulpit. If I lay and fornicate with a woman, I say, then I speak on myself. I say, I gotta give an account of myself. I have to repent and ask God for forgiveness for being weak and being led astray myself. So I held myself accountable. I cheated on my wife, and I lost my wife for 10 years. She left me with the kids, and she left. So I'm raising 2 kids right now. I've been doing it for 5 years. I've been doing it all their life. My daughter's 10. My son turned 7 in a couple of days. My daughter just turned 10. So I said, I look at God and I thank Him, because I got older kids. I got twins and a 19-year-old, and I'm a granddaddy. But I've always put God, the author and the finisher of my faith. I put him ahead of everything, and he has not let me down since I've been walking in his glory by faith. And so that's why I tell anybody in that's chasing church or looking for God, seek the Lord. And if your minister, if you see the Lord, you'll see the Lord in your minister. You'll see if God in him. Just watch what he do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What you got for us, Sasha? You Dapper Dave? You been quiet, brother.
I definitely want to go last because I got some shit I want to get off, man.
Okay. E? You muted, bro.
Mute monster. A few things, right? So in Dallas, we have a church. It's called the Temple. Okay, and if you've ever been to the Temple, as soon as service starts, you cannot get in there. In fact, there's police, there's bodyguards all around the place. The only reason I say this to correlate to bring it full circle, the pastor live had it. Even say, for instance, a local church, you go to their church during service, you can't get in there. It's just certain things, just the math, it ain't making sense. It ain't adding up. Just pay attention, like everybody's saying, towards your surroundings, towards the people or the personnel that's in the church. The energy will definitely be there because it's just not adding up. Once again, the Temple, Full Gospel Holy Temple, that's the church that I'm referring to. Pastor Murray, all of them, the family. Immediately when services start, it's just a different vibe. That's all I'm saying. If you want a good example, something to pay attention to.
I would agree with you on that one, brother. That was bro, that was a damn good point. There are a ton of churches here in Dallas, not mega churches. They have to have police on the premises to help direct traffic. I'm right there with you, brother. This is New York. You have 1.5 million subscribers, let alone how big your congregation could actually be on site. And there aren't any police available, no security, not necessarily just to protect the even. I mean, just to keep the order, keep the peace. It's crazy, man. That was a damn good point, man. Like seriously, and that was one of the things. It's crazy with a situation like this when you have so much BS in front of you. You start, you can. It's easy to overlook the obvious.
All right.
That was man, and yeah, you're right. Even some of the smallest churches here in Dallas have some type of off-duty police officer. Hell, they big cousin, uncle out there. Somebody's
Right.
outside. Someone's outside or at the door to kind of to navigate or direct traffic. I just can't see what you care. Would you carrying that kind of would you carrying that kind of whatchamacallit, where it would be one of them situations where there's no one there to help protect you. I just don't understand it. Nobody. And then he said he ran after him. No one else in the church did. No one.
He ran after
No
him with
one
his
else
robe on.
with his robe on. Whatever that was he was wearing.
Good luck.
Whatever that was. I mean, it just doesn't line up, dude.
But yeah, I just think, shit, we need to like, I don't even want to really say too much because I'll be echoing what the whole panel said. I'm gonna just salute everybody that came tonight. We're gonna let Dapper Dave close us out when I finish, but then thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. Thank everybody for that watching the panel. First of all, I want to thank our two beautiful moderators, Miss Crystal Mitchell, Miss Mags. Salute Mirror for coming through and spinning me and fucking my whole night up. Thank you, Miss Mirror. Salute, let's go to Facebook. Salute CGCG, Eb, Deshaun, my cousin DeAndre Connor Miller. Shout out, girl. Shout out, Keaton Daria Evans. Salute. Appreciate everybody that came on the panel. Hey, man, y'all just be vigilant.
I got a quick question, man.
Mm-hmm.
For the panel. I mean, we had two special guests come through with Kev and Cam, man. Where you guys calling in from?
Hold on, let me. He at the background. I had to unmute you, bro. I got you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm out of Dallas.
Okay.
You got the Grove.
Yeah, the Grove. Okay.
I'm in the Cliff now. I've been living on Cliff. I thought it was the Grove took my mama.
Right?
Yeah.
You from the Grove. So salute the Grove, man. We trying to do
all right.
All of
Kev, Kev, you in the studio, bro?
Nah. I'm straight out of D-Town, man. Straight out of Pleasant Grove, man.
Oh man, it's a star-studded event today, man. We
Oh
got
yeah,
we got
man.
them from all over the greeting tonight,
Salute,
man.
Switch Alert Company.
Salute.
Salute Switch Alert Company repping that Grove. He coming through tonight. Salute my
Yeah.
boy Harvey.
Man, we're putting the Grove on the map, man. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming, brother. It's been a
Oh yeah.
long time.
Harvey said,
Like,
"Go get the scissors for Bishop." Bullshit, Dave.
oh shit. Cut his ass,
Hey,
man. Shit.
without further ado, man, we're gonna let Dapper Dave do his thing, man. I'm gonna give you the screen. Hold on one second.
Give him the screen, bro, because I'm proud of it. He been quiet the whole night.
I've been quiet the whole night, but I cannot be quiet on this, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching at home. Let me say this, and this is coming straight from the heart, and I hope that I don't offend anybody on this goddamn panel. But in the case that I do, tough fucking shit. Dapper Dave says, fuck all of them. Do you know the difference between a pastor, like the guy who we're talking about tonight, Bishop Bullshit, and a goddamn dictator or a goddamn manipulator? Nothing. This guy's no different than Hitler. He's no different than Jim Jones that had a cult following, an actual cult that he got to convinced to drink Kool-Aid with cyanide in it because he was so charismatic and he dressed nice and he was really good with his words, like every fucking piece of shit that we'd ever seen before. How many fucking pastors have you seen that live the lifestyle and they flaunt it in your face and they pull up to the church in Lamborghinis and Benz trucks while you catching a fucking bus and putting your last goddamn dollar in a fucking plate? You can kiss ass too because you are fucking part of the problem. I'm not just talking about this oil spill looking motherfucker. I'm talking about your retarded ass too that's following this dumb fuck. Cocksuck motherfucker. And if you don't like what Dapper Dave is saying, you take that up with Dapper Dave. I could give two shits. Let me carry on. At the end of the day, the church today is not the church of Jesus Christ. This is some totally different shit that we got going on right now. The church that Jesus Christ had in his mind ain't out there at your church that you go to every fucking Sunday. Because guess what? Dumb fuck, the Sabbath is on Saturday. I bet you your pastor told you it was Sunday, didn't he? Go slap his motherfucking ass the next time you see him for lying to you and pick up the goddamn Bible and read it for yourself and find out what the fuck I'm talking about.
Wow.
The church today is full of homosexuals. Look at your choir director and tell me if he gay or not. He is, motherfucker. Your pastor ain't saying shit to him. And if he doesn't, that's fine. But let's not make no mistakes. This all spill looking motherfucker is gay as fuck, and he had a relationship with that man, and he's upset with him because when he was sucking his dick, he never saw today. He never saw a time where this man would be exposing him and clowning him when he had his balls in his mouth. When he was scamming motherfuckers, he never saw today. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to all you silly Christian motherfuckers. Now, I'm not talking about Christ, but because his church is different than the one you go to. I'm talking to you motherfuckers that make excuses for these punk bitch cocksuck motherfuckers like that. I'm talking about the ones that don't pick up the Bible and read it for your motherfucking self, and you won't be fooled. Because the Bible tells us, I will give you a mouth and wisdom which no man can gainsay nor withstand. Meaning if that word that's coming out of his mouth don't line up with the word of God, you're going to see that bullshit coming a mile away. And some silly motherfucker is back there saying, oh, well, Dapper Dave, how you cursing like this and talking about God? Well, let's talk about sin. Transgression of the law. And what law did I just break? By telling you need to wake your simple, stupid, cock-sucking ass up and stop letting this shit run your motherfucking life. And with that, good night and fuck you.
Whoa.
Who raised you? Why are you so angry, young black man? You need a hug, sir.
Man, look, y'all better leave that man alone.
Hey,
what y'all gonna do?
With that being said,
leave that man alone.
Hey, Dapper Dave went to the law and he said the law is the law. and the law ain't changed. You know, there's people out here that just like that. They're not compromising when it comes to God. So I respect
bro.
Dapper Dave's point of view.
I can't follow up with that. I can't follow that up, bro.
What's up
I
with it,
can't.
Luke?
I can't follow. I can't follow up that. Yeah, man. I don't even understand. Yeah, man. Cam, yeah, brother. I appreciate you coming through. That's all I can say. I appreciate Cam,
Yeah,
Bill, man. Say, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Fuck, I mean, I can't. I don't. I'm on Dave's side. I don't even know what to say, brother. That was a hell of an outro, brother.
yeah.
Shit.
And then that's the same besides play the outro and get to it, man. I hope y'all boys be safe. I'm a truck driver too, man. Y'all boys be safe on that road, man. I'm chilling right now. I don't have no desire to get back out there right now. So I'm working on this magazine, man. Salute to all our new subscribers, man. If y'all comment that you're a new sub on one of our videos or whatever, I will shout y'all out on the show because I can't see if you got your stuff private. I can't tell that you subscribe to the channel unless it's pro. So salute to everybody, man. I'm gonna try to get better at acknowledging everybody. We are the most interactive magazine on the planet, man. Go look at our comment section, man. We coming. If you got something to say, man, we're gonna appreciate your. Even if it's something we don't like, we are interacting and being active with our family. You are not fans and subscribers. You are family to us and to otherwise. With that being said, man, y'all have a good night, man, and everybody stay safe, man. Stay vigilant. Don't get fooled, man. Find God for yourself. Hold on, we got to come in before we go. Let's see.
Shout out to the replay game, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
salute for real. Cause oh man, one more thing before we go. Prayers to Jada Youngin, man. This is another thing that I'm tired of saying. This is one reason we're not getting rid of our hip hop show. We're taking our old asses off of it, and it's gonna get younger. Because I can't even talk about it no more. I can't resonate with what these boys do and how they live. But it's another loss, another talent gone. His dad got shot with him too, man. This shit getting crazy. Like Sam was saying the other day, we got to stop pointing guns at each other. That's the wrong direction. If he look like you, don't pull the trigger, man. That's what we got to get to. But man, other than that, man, y'all boys have a good night, man, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, one more time around. Everything's slowing down, can't control it. Say that you're for me. Right now I need loyalty. It's hard for me to judge you. I've been in before this, I've been through the troubles. It's hard to let you in, I've been giving you the runaround. I double on the dosage, I don't need emotion, no. Right now we young and we dumb and we lit. Been thinking that before when we was kids, yeah. I was caught up in the mystery, and we live for the moment, respond to a calling. It's bigger than all of us, right to the wheels. Give anything to feel something new. High if I fall, no I did it going all in. At the time of my life, right for the squad. No lights through the fog, but we made it, yeah. I'll be good by the morning.